Alright, could you start off by introducing yourself and telling us your band?
My name is Mike Schiavo, and I am Spots. I play guitar and sing.
What inspires you to make music?
Basically, I'm just inspired by anything going on in my life. Like, all my songs, if anybody listens to them, are usually very personal lyrics. And I just write anytime, like, I need some help getting through something, or if I have something going on in my life that is inspirational that could help me write a song. That's what keeps me going, is everyday events in my life, pretty much.
What's the funniest thing that ever happened to you?
Funniest thing that ever happened? I'm not sure exactly. I guess I haven't been blessed with that many, like, embarrassing or funny moments. I got one. It has nothing to do with music, so it might not be that funny, but I used to be, like, before I got into music, I was huge into baseball, and I thought I was going to be some baseball player. And before I got to high school, I went to baseball camp, and the high school baseball coach was running it, and we were doing, like, running stations, and I was trying to be all impressive and show him I knew what I was doing, and I go to run, I completely just trip on the base, go sliding through the grass, and to make matters worse, as I slide through the grass, my pants fell down. So I'm just sitting there, no pants. This coach is just sitting there laughing his ass off at me. I went back, and that was pretty funny. Pretty embarrassing, though.
What's the most satisfying part to making music?
I have to say, probably when I play shows and I see people singing along, especially when it's people I'm not, like, personally good friends with. Because recently, there's been just more people, like, actually just know the words to my songs, and I'm playing, and I see it, and I'm just, like, that's something I don't think is ever going to get old to me. It's ridiculous. Like, I see it, and it just makes me so happy, and it's so satisfying to see that people know the words to my songs. And then, like, after I play, they'll come up and talk to me and tell me how, like, relatable, like, music is or whatever, and that's exactly what I go for, so it's incredible to hear that from people.
How long does it usually take to get a song ready to be released to the public?
Oh, I'm extremely annoying when it comes to that. When I write songs, it's very, like, in the moment. So there could be a time where I'll start writing a song because something's going on with me, and I'll get inspired to write this song, and I'll sit down in my basement, and I'll start writing, and I'll get maybe, like, 3 lines into the song, and I'll be like, shit, I have no idea what else to write. And sometimes I can leave that song for a week. I think one time it happened, now, a month later, I'll come back to that song, so, like, something will spark, like, my mind to go back to whatever I was writing about. So sometimes it can take, like, a month or 2 for me to even finish writing one song. And then when it comes to recording, that's a whole different story. But, like, the writing process can take anywhere from, I can write a whole song in a day, in an hour, if it's all coming to me, or it can take a month. Depends on, like, what I'm writing about, I guess.
If you could have 3 superpowers, what 3 superpowers would you want to have?
This is going to be very cliche, I've always wanted to fly. I think that is possibly the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah.
You go wherever you want, and you can be really high up, and everything looks really cool. Like, when you're in a plane, you look down, it's kind of scary, but it's cool. So imagine, like, just you flying and seeing that. And then, 2 more. I think it's cool when I watch, like, action movies, like superheroes, like, flip over cars and stuff. Like, I think that'll be one of them. 3, I wish I could read people's minds, because there are so many things we probably don't know about people we think are really close to. I always want to know what's going on in these people's minds. People that do, like, just stupid stuff, I want to know what's going through their mind when that happens.
What's the most challenging part about making music?
It's definitely just keeping your name out there when you start promoting yourself. Like, writing a song can be really challenging sometimes, but for musicians it usually comes a little more naturally, but especially the way the music business is today, actually getting your name out there and keeping it out there is, like, near impossible, because everybody is just so into different things at different times. You never know when something you're writing is going to be relevant to people, what they want to hear. So it can get extremely challenging trying to just stay relevant and keeping up with what everybody wants to listen to.
Awesome. If you could wish for only one thing, what would you wish for if you could not wish for more wishes?
Honestly, probably the only thing I really know I want is to be able to, like, just tour and play music with all these bands I listen to. Like, I watch videos of bands that really inspire me, and like I could wish for something like $1 million or anything, but I don't think anything would be as satisfying as being able to be on the road and being able to, like, perform in front of hundreds and thousands of people with bands that I, like, grew up listening to, or bands that I listen to get inspiration for my song. I think that's just ridiculous, so I'd definitely wish for that.
That kind of leads me into the next question then. If you could tour with any set of bands, who would you want to tour with, and why?
Oh, this is perfect. Number one would definitely be Mayday Parade, because they have been my favorite band since the first day I heard them. And anytime I think of, if I could be in any band, I would want to be in Mayday Parade, because their music has just, like, got me through a lot, and it's inspired almost all of my writing. Like, I listen to them constantly. They're one of those bands that I can go through, like, a month or two dry spell where I don't listen to them, but I'll listen to them again, and I'll remember every single word to every one of their songs. Everything's just written so well. Other than them, probably the Cab. I'm actually in a contest playing this Saturday at the finals I'm in a contest to open for them. But, like, their new album they just put out is ridiculous, and Alex's voice is insane, and I take a lot of influence from him. And then, other than that, I'm not really sure. Maybe, like, Go Radio, the guy that used to be in Mayday Parade, because Jason Lancaster is a huge inspiration to me. Like, if I could ever use any of those three bands, let alone all of them, that would be pretty amazing.
What would you say to a fan who says you saved his or her life?
That is a good one, because I've had people message me. Like, I do a lot of YouTube videos, like, covers, and then that links to my original music. I've had people message me saying, "Oh, you helped me through, like, a really tough time." Like, I've had people say, "Oh, you've helped me through my parents' divorce, you helped me through all this stuff." And, like, it's really touching to hear stuff like that, because that's why I write. I write about things that have hurt me. I write about things that have gone on in my life that I know are really hard to get through. So when people tell me that my songs that I wrote about my life are helping them get through theirs, it's ridiculous, and it really means so much. So every time I can't thank them enough when they say things like that to me. It's really what keeps me going, and I tell them that every time.
If you could be signed to any record company in the world, who would you want to be signed to?
I don't think I really have an answer for that one, because it's like there's so many shady labels out right now, and I feel like none of these labels are letting bands be true to themselves. So, like, that's really a tough question, because you get signed to a label and you're almost required to sell out to a certain point.
Yeah. Well, I think that's about it. So thank you for this interview, man. It was awesome.
Thank you so much for interviewing me. It was cool.
Yeah. Thanks for coming out. And guys, if you want to follow Mike on Twitter, he's at SpotsNJ. And if you want to follow me, I'm at 6Sanders on Twitter. So thanks, man.